Hello everyone, and welcome back to Divinity, Original Sin. At the end of last episode I mentioned that there were, I don't want to move the entire bed, thank you. There were file size issues with this game. And I don't know what your feedback was yet. I rendered the last two episodes, and suddenly file sizes were fine again. So it's kind of weird. The first 2 or 3 videos were just fine, and the fourth one just exploded into like 1.5 gigabytes, and now the last two ones at the same settings went down to 500-ish megabytes, which is perfectly valid and fine and totally something I'm okay with. So yeah, I've decided that what I'll do is I'll basically record the game, render it, and if the file size is too large, I'll basically re-render at 720p. So yeah, if you get a video that doesn't go to 1080p, that's because I decreased the resolution for file size reasons. Anyway,
dear me, how the coast reminds me of my long fled.
let's talk to this guy, I guess. There's lots of side questing and such to do. As I said, do not expect tons of action at this point. Maybe another 1 or 2 episodes and we'll be able to leave the town reasonably safely and go exploring a little bit maybe.
Greetings!
Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth, to break the monotony of an elder's day, whiled away on this hardwood bench. Pray let me be forward with you, O sapling rose, O leaf of spring, for my weary mind is troubled, and would highly prize thy gentle-handed assistance, thy kind ministrations. So, who are you? I am but an aged elf, that has seen the years parade in long succession. Gladly shall I tell you more, will I regale thee, O whelp of men, with my tale, but not here, where the winds may steal my words. Okay, so about that assistance, let's check him as a merchant. Nothing I really want. Okay. About the assistance you asked of me. You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms? You truly are a wonder, O budding flower of the morn, yet that which I would tell you is of rather a private nature, so let us escape both the chill and the eye of public scrutiny. Hot spiced wine in a snug little room await us on the King Crab's first floor. Let us go there, so that we can warm our bones, yet make shiver our hearts with a tale of loss and sorrow.
Bye!
Okay. So he's now going to walk there. I think we'll do something else, because it takes him a while to get there. Because I'm looking for the graveyard. As we've seen before, we couldn't really get much information out of the crime scene. So we should now probably dig up the guy's corpse. And I think I went the completely wrong way. This is the house of the grave digger, but we don't want to go there. We want to go to the graveyard because he's not actually going to keep the corpses in his house. That would be a little dark. Not entirely impossible in this game for something like that to happen. Okay, so we can dig up graves. We have a shovel, but I'm not really going to dig up all the graves. Just, I'll read the tombstones.
Here lies Patrick. You can kill me, but you'll never kill the dancer inside me. Here lies Jared. Shall I come back as an enraged spirit, or as a lovable prankster ghost?
I'm reading these because they're hilarious.
Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so. Here lies Judith, warrior princess. Here lies Neil, killed in the line of duty. I want to go home.
Okay, let's give it a quick save. Even the quick saves actually take a little bit of time. Let's dig up this one because it seems like 3 tombstones for 1 grave. The dirt here appears to have been freshly dug. If you have a shovel, you can dig here to check for buried treasure. Well, I can. I did. We found a bone pipe, which has nothing in it. So that was useless. Okay, I thought maybe there would be something interesting because 3 graves, 3 tombstones and technically only 1 grave. Anyway, I won't overdo it with the grave robbing. So are you.
Here lies Kimberly, Finally.
Tombstones in this game are hilarious.
Here lies Catherine. I know. I was great.
I'm sorry. I find things
Looks like
funny
that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps
might
you
not.
want to tell us something.
Here lies Jacques, the oldest man in Cyseal. Get off my grave, you jackanapes.
So a zombie just saved himself against being poisoned. Somewhere in the vicinity. Possibly currently invisible underneath me, far away, there's a zombie. And I guess a guy called Rob in a poison field of some kind. And they are constantly saving against that because in the battle log we just see that happening. So yeah, it just happens. Ignore it. It's not currently relevant. It's just a sort of, it's not necessarily a glitch. It's just because it's trying to give you information on any sort of combat-related activity that's happening nearby. It's also doing that if you're not actually in combat. Okay, let's talk to this woman.
Greetings.
Do you mean to trounce in here, brandishing that thing? For the love of the seven, sheath your weapon. Okay, why did I draw my weapon even? I don't know. It was hardly my intention to disturb you. I'll sheath my weapon. Oh, no hard feelings. It's just that I much prefer the face of a fellow without the threat of losing my head.
Greetings.
Okay, tell me about yourself. I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little daughter, Lonely. But when the undead plague broke out, my dear husband was among the first killed. Lonely never recovered from the loss, and when a group of mercenaries, predators more aptly called, came to town dangling the opportunity to annihilate those undead devils, Lonely leapt up their rhetoric and joined without so much as a backward glance. She was killed less than a week after she joined. Here she lies, and here I stand, mourning the death of my last joy.
Bye.
And you can now be really evil and dig up the corpse of her daughter. She'll attack you for that, so I won't do it. You can also harvest these mushrooms.
In peace, darling.
Hitbox is sometimes a little strange. Okay, who do we have here?
Here lies Nemrus, master of philosophy.
Interesting. Oh, another grave back here that I kind of missed. I wish the camera would actually have a...
Here lies Helen, killed by an enraged zombie. I'm sure we can talk this out.
I wish there was a 360 camera angle turn possibility, but there isn't. You just... this is the limit of how far it turns. It's not even a full quarter circle, it's maybe an eighth of a circle. Alright, let's check these guys.
Here lies James, as usual.
Where are you, Jake? Oh, are you playing without me?
Okay, let's check this stone as well.
Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have Cyseal pie in the afterlife? Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
Okay, so we can actually hear the dog talk. I think that's only because one of our party members has the Pat Pal ability. Let's talk to him. Hey, wow, I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from. And here you are, wow, this is great. I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great. Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favorite hobby too. Okay, so tell me about yourself. You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome, and I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do too, Murphy. And he was my best friend. I'm here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great, but whatever's buried down there doesn't smell like Jake at all. No, it's definitely not Jake. He was awesome. So, about your master's death. Bo! If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much. Seriously, so much you have no idea. Okay, I've got to go. And that actually gives us a hint, not that we really need it, but it tells us that this grave apparently doesn't smell like his old master, which I guess he'd know. But now Jahan has something to say. This dog we met, how true a creature he is, how loyal and unwavering in its affections. His master is dead, but not even this, not even nature's great betrayal of life, stops his warm-heartedness from beating. Animals, dog and deer, elk and eagle, We burden and butcher them, wretches that we are. These pillars of creation, we topple them, though their spirits are so very pure. They are. They do not scheme, they do not deceive. Perfidy, that is the human condition. This kind, this trusty beast, he is man's best friend, though man does not deserve one. Animals aren't better than humans, they just don't know any better. Quite the difference, that. Agreed. Show me a deer that can write poetry or build a castle, and I never burden or butcher another one. Until then, I won't mind venison. Yeah. I mean, there's sort of truth to both sides. We're kind of currently defending in one extreme, but then... yeah. I'll just disagree with him. You are human, all too human, and you place trust in your fellows, but one day a stab in the back will tell you I'm right. I know, for I have lain on silken cushions in marble palaces, and I have lain on wet leaves in soggy forests. Vastly do I prefer the latter. Oh, the occasional thorn may pierce your skin, but at least you are aware the sting is not that of a poisoned needle hidden by aspiring rivals. In the animal kingdom only one is free. Beware the wolf, yes, beware the bear, but their rules are honest. The kingdoms of man, they are built upon the blood of the ones not strong enough to lay claim to power. This dog, it is a creature worthy of your affection. The ones you see around you, the men and women of this world, they are not. I can't agree with that, to be honest. Cruelty and deception are commonplace in the animal kingdom as well. And even in the plant life, cheating and lying.
Where are you, Jake?
Obviously, in a different way, but it's very common. Simple example. Any kind of animal that pretends to be another kind of animal. Or flowers that look like bees to attract other bees and all that stuff. Definitely there is lies and deception, and ant colonies going to war against termites and all that, so we are just a little more skilled at it, I guess. Anyway, let's dig up the grave.
I smell rotten lamb chops.
So, we found a coffin.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Okay. I know the initial section of the game a little bit, so I actually got stuck here for a while because I couldn't figure out what to do. So I'll take advantage of that and actually do some stuff that if I hadn't known in advance I wouldn't do now. But nothing major, just sort of little things, I guess. First thing I'm going to do is get down here, because we can actually find out whose sheep that was.
Snake, wing a worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Bersha. She complains that I have my weapon drawn for some reason. I don't know why it's drawn. Okay.
Greetings.
Thank you. Source hunters, eh? Right proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favorite sheep, best to fry her up now, for she gets thieved in the night like my dear Plum Hoggett, the finest in my herd. So, about your stolen sheep. Oh, Hoggett, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, my poor, sweet, plum girl, you've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all the mutton. Not even the sausage grinder will want her now. Give her here, will you, my little mouldering darling? Okay, I'll take my leave.
Bye.
So, let me see. Little Bo Bersha lost her sheep, so we found the sheep. Actually, before we found out that she's missing it, but me being me, I knew in advance. Magic powers and all that. We still have to find out who's stolen it, we'll get to that. A mysterious murder. We found Jake's coffin, and there was a sheep in it, not an actual dead person, so someone apparently stole the body.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese.
And let's not look at that, because that's a spoiler. Pretend you never saw that. La 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 la. All we know is that the guy wants our help, but we don't know anything else about it yet. That's the sort of mysterious old man who asked us to go to the King's Crab Inn, and I think he should be done with his walking now. He kind of walks quite slowly, so that's why I decided to just do something else in between. And actually, This guy here, Novak, he is someone, if we talk to him, we could also get him to join our party. He's a warrior. I think fairly similar to what Strange is running. So I don't need him. I'd rather have Beardottir and Jahan. Beardottir is a ranged archer kind of guy, and Jahan, as we've seen, is a water and air mage. Just to my mind, this is a fairly useful party composition. Okay, so let's check out the old guy. I think he's in either this room. No, he's in this room. And you get exploration XP. When you enter a place you've not been in before, you tend to get small amounts of this exploration XP. And it's not like gigantic amounts, but on occasion it might get you sort of a little bit, might put you over the edge to a next level. Just
by the final teeth of Suluma's Soul Shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria!
keep in mind Victoria is the librarian.
Back again?
Aha, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, O brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come play with me, for I am hungry. Come play, play, play. So you wanted my help? The game, yes. A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun is Farang, the horror harlequin. But like the serpentine stalk, I hisses before the stab. Hush now, darkness darling, hush, hush, and listen to my tale. The elves of Gandavum, they lived in peace, oh yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandavum no more. All undone, every last one of us, except for me. The midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me, oh no, not until every beast of Kazuldagar has been bled. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now it is almost over. By Kalal, Lady of the Last Gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of Kazuldagar still eludes me, the crowning kill that will seal its fate and mine alike. I have tracked her down by the curse of spine spare I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction. After long, long last. So, yeah. So my target would be Victoria, a girl orc. Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand, the heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench and tighten until its choking flesh bulges with blood and its beat slowly breaks. Sinister guy. Outside he seemed so nice, and now... that. Yeah. The orcs of Kazuldagar, they knew my name, oh yes. By the bite of the roving rattler they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant, she who was to be queen. To no avail, oh no. Years, how many I know not, years I searched, and now she has been found. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being, but by the fork of Barbara Maneater, she's nothing but an orc, a cyst of nature. One of a misbegotten little dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. Strong stuff. As I said, I love the dialogue in the game. Victoria, librarian, daughter, ha! Adopted child of Cyseal, mayor of Cyseal. There is bloodlust in you, I can feel it. Let it out, set it free. Undo the last of the Kazuldagar. By the breasts of Shishara Goatsuckler? Give me my revenge! I'll step out of here now. Okay, we have an opportunity to talk between our main characters again, so let's take advantage of that. That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met at sight would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins. He's as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time? Which is actually what I won't kill her. There's really no justification for that. I mean, I could somewhat see the justification for killing the people that were grown up at the time, so the actual orcs who invaded his village and killed his people. But Victoria, I mean, she probably wasn't even born yet by the time the village attacked, because by the time he set out to do his revenge, she was still very young, so... even if she had already been born, she's definitely not innocent, not guilty of anything in that respect. Okay. So, indeed, Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past, and yet she's on, let's call him eccentrics hit list. Okay, so I don't know why that made us forgiving,
The hunters go smoking in
saying that, let's say it was an actual member of the tribe who had somehow been involved in the attacks, then I'd say that
Man, a drink if you
would
please.
maybe be
Please,
forgiving,
don't
but
keep shouting in my ear.
it's hardly forgiving if she's not done anything. Anyway,
A quiet day on the market.
I mean, I guess I might as well solve it the same way I did last time. I think I could tell Aureus, the leader of the Legion, to arrest the guy. Not sure what will happen then. I could obviously kill her and basically let the guy have his revenge, which would probably give me vengeful. Let's check actually. In the traits we can see forgiving, vindictive. So I could go vindictive if I had been evil. And we are currently forgiving, which will I'm immune to being cursed. If I were vindictive, I have a bonus chance to hit on attacks of opportunity, so that would actually only be useful for charm, for strange, and being immune to curse obviously helps everyone. And I could have done it differently, so I could have made him vindictive and her forgiving, stuff like that. Being bold gives initiative +1, cautious would increase sneaking. I barely ever sneak, so yeah. Anyway, where is Victoria? She's somewhere in here, but don't know where exactly, okay.
Back again?
Let's discuss Eglendir, the elf. Kririaleso. Do pardon my language, my friend, but that is quite the startling revelation. So much sadness, so much anguish. Eglendir's tale is heartrending, though it seems that in the pursuit of retribution he has himself become as great a ghoul as those that wronged him. Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why, must he make me, of all gentle-minded and life-loving creatures, why must he make me the target of his imperishable hate? Whom have I ever harmed? I live for books, not brutality. So let us approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves, where do we go from here? Though first let me say this. From my heart I thank you for warning me. I thank you and I trust you, so pray let me pose the question. What do you advise we should do? It is but your amulet the elf wants as proof of your death, so why not give it to me? My amulet? But it's Hakmaji, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul. I'll try reasoning first, saying it's just a keepsake, no matter how precious. So yeah, it's probably not worth as much as your life. We could also intimidate or charm, but I'll try reason. And that actually gives us a little mini game. We have reason 4, she has reason 3, so basically we now play rock, paper, scissors. And if we win a single round, we get 4 points towards this sort of center here. And if she wins, she gets 3. Which means she needs 4 wins, and we need 3 wins to get to the very center, and whoever gets there first basically wins the argument. And the more charisma we have, the higher our reasoning skill is. So by default it's 3, we have a context bonus of +1. Let's try paper. No, we lose. I don't know what happens if we lose, we can always just have the guy arrested anyway. Let's try paper again. This time we win. Let's try stone this time. No, we lose again. And this is completely random, of course. I mean, it's rock, paper, scissors. There's no real tactic to it. You just get lucky or you don't. I don't believe that the AI really has... oh, we lost. Interesting. You may try to trick me out of my amulet, but you will not succeed. I said you shan't have it, and that's final.
Bye.
Okay, fine. Let's
Back again.
discuss that again. I don't know if I can try this again. Okay, so she won't be pressed any further on that matter. Oh well. I could have him arrested. Yes, a capital notion. Let him be brought before the law for his schemes. I am an innocent, and Eglandir would see me dead. That is a grave offense, is it not? It would probably be better if you rather than I informed Captain Aureus, though. He bears little goodwill toward me, ever since my more savage brethren have been marauding the beaches and killing us legionnaires. Okay.
Bye.
So if you fail that dialogue, I guess you don't have the option of doing that anymore. I mean, if I'd taken the amulet, which last time that worked a lot better. But as I said, I think it's random what the AI chooses, so there's no benefit to any kind of tactic, as far as I'm aware. So I guess I'll just scroll over here to where Aureus' house is. And then if I hit position 1 on my keyboard, I'm following the currently chosen character with the camera as she, in this case, is walking towards the location. But yeah, if I'd taken the amulet, I could have given it to the Eglandir guy. He would have said, okay, fine, you obviously killed her. He doesn't actually require her beating heart ripped out of her chest, and he then just gives you a reward, and I think he leaves, or he maybe dies, I don't know, don't remember. But you get the reward without actually killing anyone. Aureus, there you are. Talk to me.
Back again?
There's someone the Legion should arrest. And that would be Eglandir. The elf? What in the name of Arhus Ars should I arrest him for? He wants us to kill Victoria. It is true, he is a dangerous lunatic and needs to be incarcerated. So he wants you to kill that savage the mayor calls his daughter, does he? Hardly seems a crime to do so, but I guess I cannot allow assassinations to take place. I won't arrest him unless I have some actual evidence, though. Or did you think I'd simply take your word for a fact? Haha. Okay.
Bye.
So we haven't actually got any proof. I guess we'll have to find some in the guy's room. The other solution would have been easier.
Those brutes would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruit.
Okay, we don't have much time
Sorry,
left.
sir.
There's one more thing I can do, which shouldn't take too
think
long.
that's
At least
funny?
starting it shouldn't take too long. I think we're in the right area.
Can you spare a coin?
Unless I'm wrong, which I might be, but this is about right.
Thank the Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
Greetings.
So here we have Cedric. You there, sit, stay a while, right in front, I'll excite you, I'll delight you, I'll beguile you, I'll besmile you. Fair enough. I'm Cedric the Sensational, and I'm playing to an empty audience. So tell me about yourself. Don't pity me, no sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Have you seen it? A talking head. I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition. So tell me about that competition. It seems even my usually chosen audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and tee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attacks 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his head and his boots than I've in my crusty kerchief. Okay, I think that's a sort of strange form of the word handkerchief, which I've never seen before.
Bye!
Okay, so he's lost all his audience because the other guy's more entertaining. But for some reason also has that one guy always cheering for him. And that one guy is Gallagher.
Fantastic,
Greetings.
What you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out. You don't want to miss the time of your life. Tell me about yourself. Oh, I'm nothing but your average man, taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meager gold coin or two I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long. Same show all day? That seems like a bit much. Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cyseal hears me, Cyseal wants to see what the fuss is all about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat.
Bye.
Okay, interesting. So now we know that.
Fantastic.
Apparently the other guy's basically paying someone to cheer to gather a crowd for him. Okay, let's tell Cedric.
Back again.
So, haven't you heard? Reginald uses a crowd warmer. Aye, a person whose sole job it is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such success. I knew his act couldn't have outshone mine on its merits alone. Please, you must hire him for me. I imagine the scowl on that con man's face when my rightful audience returns to me. A must-see event.
Bye.
Okay. So he wants us to hire Gallagher, which we can quickly do.
Back again.
Okay, would you be interested in warming up the crowd for Cedric over there? Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know, and in any case, it'd be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show. Okay, let's try charming him. I suppose a professional like yourself would have enjoyed the challenge. Okay, he's got 3, we've got 4, maybe it'll work out this time. Let's try scissors. Okay, we've won once. Again, we need 3 wins, he needs 4. So chances are we'll win, but chances were we'd win last time as well. Let's try stone again, let's see what he does. Okay, we've won. I'm not entirely certain if you can draw. There we go. Much better. And I can skip this, which sort of automatically does it, but I don't know what determines whether or not we win. It's not just higher score wins. Okay. Well, I guess it's been long enough since I've stretched my wings a bit. And it ain't so far of a flight now, is it? Maybe I will have a peek at what Cedric's up to over there.
Bye.
So that gave us some charisma XP, which is basically for, you know, conversational successes like that. And some normal XP for finishing the quest. So, I'll take my leave. I just want to make sure... Okay, we paid the crowd warmer to work for Cedric instead. Now let's go over to the other performer. And his sort of success is based on the fact that he's got a talking skull. Yeah, talking skull. Talking head, actually.
Greetings.
Strange, you appear to be my only client. Did the whole of Cyseal eat some bad chicken or what? So yeah, it's about that crowd warmer. Aye, these Cysealian cows wouldn't dare to chew their cud without the full support of the herd. Without my crowd warmer, I can't attract a crowd for the life of me. Okay. We'll get to the talking head eventually.
Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the story ends? Doesn't anyone?
Back again.
Okay, that Gallagher is quite the performer. One of my own ilk. Sometimes all the flies need a little honey, eh? And things are certainly buzzing around here. So I'll take my leave. Is that now the quest done? Apparently still not. Oh well, it'll happen. But for now I think it's a good place to end the episode. Just a little sort of fun side quest. And we're approaching level 3. We only need about another 65 experience. I think the others, because they were set at a certain amount of experience when they joined, so they have less. But our main party members, because none of them have died yet, they will be at the same amount. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll definitely end it here. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.